Hi everybody, this is Coach Lou and I want to welcome you to my home. I wanted to make a video tonight to talk about something that I think has been on the minds of many people. I'm going to say for the last week. It's it's the subject of fear. It's about being afraid to try things. It's about being afraid to take chances. It's about being afraid to step into the role of something you've never done before and never tried before. And the reason why I bring this up is because many people seem like they're very hesitant to do things, and let's talk about it from a point of view of what we're basically all familiar with, and that's from the point of view of fitness and nutrition. Many people are afraid to start their programs. Many people that I've met were terrified to start P90X. I was originally the same. When I first bought P90X, I stared at it for a couple of months, and then I did it, and I got my butt kicked. Uh, I threw it on the shelf for about, I think, 5 months, actually 8 months. Just couldn't do it. Impossible. I was scared. Then I woke up to reality. I saw that I was gaining weight, and I gave it another shot. And I remember something that has been really a part of the driving force for most of my life, and that is that I have a very special quality, a very special ability. I can take fear and use it as a form of fuel. And that goes along with some other things that I can use as fuel. I can use, negative energy as fuel. I can use anger as fuel. I can basically take anything that's channeled at me and redirect it as a form of fuel. And that's a lot like how our bodies work. We eat food, we burn the food. The food is fuel for our muscles. The food is fuel to create energy for when we do our workouts. It's fat for our blood cells. It's everything. It's a source of fuel. It's not really any different than the way we heat our homes. But on the subject of fear, I will often do things because I'm afraid to try them. Um, I'm scared to take a chance, and that doesn't stop me from doing something. When I see something I want to do, no matter how scared I am, I just go ahead and do it. I just tell myself it's okay to fail. If I fail, I'm going to learn from the experience. It's okay to get hurt. If I get hurt, I'm going to get back up. I'm going to get back in the race. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I accept that I can fail whenever I do something. Failure is part of growth. And, being afraid to do something is really limiting your chances of getting ahead in life. You've got to step up to your fears. You need to accept the fact that you are all vehicles of great destiny. You're all very much capable of doing incredible things. There's not one person in my team, in my friends list, in my family, in my day-to-day interactions with anyone. There's not one person that couldn't amount to anything, that could not amount to as much as they wish to. You have such unlimited potential. You can go so far. You can self-actualize, however you want to say it. You can rise to the occasion. There's nothing stopping you half the time but yourself. A lot of the times, whenever we do anything, it's the little voice inside you. It's the man in the mirror. It's that person in the back seat looking at you in the rearview mirror in your mind. It's you that's your worst enemy. It's you saying that you can't lose the last 10 pounds. It's you saying that you can't do a pull-up. It's you saying that you're never going to do Asylum, that you're never going to do Body Beast. It's you saying that you can't run again. It's you telling yourself that you can't get that job, that you can't get that girl, that you can't get that guy. You must learn to confront yourself. You must accept that you are capable of doing everything. Now let's go back to what we know from fitness. There are times when we want to do something, we're not sure if we can do it. I'm sure many of you remember a short while ago I posted a video of myself doing clap push-ups. And I was so stoked to make that video because I said to myself, you know what? I've never done more than 5 clap push-ups at once. This is going to be good. I'm going to do the 5. It's going to be a great video. So I put on a song by, I think it's Max Payne and all the above, and I whip out 20 clap push-ups. I was blown away. I poked myself in the eye. It was unintentional. It was funny. I even thought it was funny. But I think what I'm trying to say is there was no reason I couldn't do 20. I should walk away from this video knowing that I could do 40. It's our own minds that's going to stop us half the time. It's unfortunate. Not everybody comes from a family that's going to be very supportive, or not everyone's surrounded by a core group of people that is very positive and motivating. I had another friend, another coach, that used to say that there are 5 people that form your thermostat in life, and he was, basing this on something he heard from Tony Robbins, and he went on to describe that the people that are most immediate to you are your gauge, and unfortunately, what those people will do is when you succeed, they're gonna knock you down a bit, but when you fail, they're gonna do the opposite. They're gonna pick you back up. But because of them, you're gonna always stay at the same mark. And you don't want to do that. You want to keep going. You want to keep getting stronger. You want to keep getting smarter. Look at what happens when we build muscle. When you build muscle, you rip the fibers of your muscle. They repair and they rebuild themselves. It's a lot like the story of the phoenix. Something is destroyed and something great comes out of it. Something is reborn, if you will. You must do this to yourself. You must make yourself accept that you're capable of great things, and you've got to stop being afraid of anything. And if you're a member of my team, you know that I have a very unique way of pushing you, and I don't make you do things out of fear or anger. I bring a lot of humor into our group, and I try to be funny about things, and I do that because it's my human nature. But I also do that because it helps you realize that a lot of the stuff that we do, a lot of situations that we're in, a lot of the obstacles before us, they're not that serious. They're not that bad. Um, you think you're the first person to ever have to, you know, do push-ups or medicine balls? You think you're the first person to ever have to get a job interview? Everything that we're doing has been done before, and there's no reason to say to yourself you can't do it. It's look at folklore. Look at the legends of heroes. Excuse me, the heroes of legends. But think about like a great epic. Think about a great story and how that story has some sort of an element that basically defines how it wasn't always good from start to finish. There was some rocky turbulence. There was some pitfalls. There was some setbacks. And when we go to the movies, that's what we look for. I took my boy to see Spider-Man, and I posted a very sentimental little write-up about a gentleman who was physically challenged, and I was watching him go through the lobby, and he decided to go down the stairs instead of taking an elevator down the stairs. And when I saw him leave the theater, the look on his face was so ecstatic. He was so happy, and he was like every other man that left that theater. We all walked out of there thinking, wow, I want to be like Spider-Man when I grow up. And if you watch the movie Spider-Man, he's he's basically beaten up. He's unsure of himself. He has blemishes. He's not perfect, and these are the things that we're drawn to. These are the things that make him seem like a part of us. When something is all the more human, we feel a connection with it. But getting back to fear, I want to emphasize to you over and over again that you have to believe in yourself. You've got to make yourself a very sacred vessel. You're the only home that you really have, that your body, if you will. If you go to work out and you start telling yourself, I can't do anymore, I'm so tired, turn that little button off. You'd be surprised. This happens to me all the time when I do insanity. I say to myself, I can't do it. I can't keep up with Sean T. He's freaking killing me. And then I ignore the voice in my head, and I'm doing everything just the way he wants me to, and I feel great. And then there are other times when my body just can't go on. Um, I'm physically tired. I ignore it. I tell my brain, take over. My brain just talks to me. A little voice inside myself. I stop picturing that I'm Conan the Barbarian or the Terminator or the Hulk, or it doesn't matter. I get in that moment. Um, I step into the role of someone that's going to get through an obstacle. I'm not going to fail. Failure is not an option. And if I do fail, that's okay. I'll step back up and I'll come back even stronger. I want to read a little something from Marianne Williamson. And the first time I ever heard it was I was watching the movie Coach Carter, which is about a coach played by Samuel L. Jackson, and he coaches a high school basketball team. And it's a great movie, and it was one of the movies I would watch on the treadmill when I first started walking again after having some feet problems. It was, I had a bunion. It was no big deal, but I made it worse, and I couldn't walk without a cane for about, I think, 4 months, and that was, another reason to gain weight. But once I got past that point, I would go on the treadmill every night, and I watched things like Coach Carter and Invincible and The Fighter, and I watched, Spartacus, Blood and Sand. I did everything I could to punk my brain up with motivation. So I first heard this from Coach Carter, and it was too long to really grasp, but I printed it out tonight, and I wanted to read it to you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Do you understand what that means? That means if you basically go past your fears, if you move forward, you're going to bring everyone else into the same mindset. You're going to help everybody else do exactly that. And you're going to make a lot of people very happy. I posted in Facebook a while ago that you should try to do something that day. You should do one good deed for someone, and they might not even be able to notice that you did it. I encourage you to do that every day. You know, I'm a coach for Team Beachbody, but I don't walk around, selling anything. I just really like helping the people in our group, and I feel good about it. And I want all of you to help people the way I help people. Before I became a coach, I was already helping people on the fan pages. People would come up to me and they would message me, "Can you be my coach?" And I would say, "Sure. What's a coach?" Do the same thing. Just help people. And it doesn't have to be with fitness. It could be with anything. It could be something you're good at. It feels so good to just pay it forward, to just help others, to just step into that role of doing something wonderful to make someone else's life all the more worthwhile. So I leave you with that, and I hope you all have a great night, and I hope I made your lives a little bit happier. Thank you.